Let's start by looking at the setup here. One of the things we'll notice is that the right hand is in a very, very weak position. He can't see knuckles. I'd like to see more of the back of his hand facing the camera. Left hand looks in a pretty good place. Ball position looks okay, just forward of the head. But here's what happens on his takeaway. So we got this nice center position, but on his takeaway, he's going to move well off it. Look how far his head moves. Just look at the tree directly behind him. That's a lot of movement right there. And he doesn't get any hinging in his wrist to speak of. At this point right now, we'd like to see a nice 90-degree hinge in that wrist, and he's not maintaining that at all. So we're going to move on through. He's going to come down, and then he moves forward a little bit, gets back to where he was at the start. But here's what happens. He scoops the ball off the ground. You can see his trail hand, left hand, is underneath the golf club. It's like he's trying to hammer the nail on the way up instead of on the way down. What he'll do is he'll top the ball and not get any air. Also, if you take a look at the elbow position right here, right there, that elbow position, that needs to be down and tucked in to his side, which would allow the right hand to move under the golf club more than it is, and the left hand to rotate on top. We need to feel like we're actually turning the club so that we don't have this wide open face throughout the swing. So the club's going to rotate as we rotate, and then in order to do that, we have to have that lead elbow, in his case the right elbow, tucked up against our side pretty tight. On through to the finish. Not a bad finish. So the problem is right there with that elbow pulling way out behind him, and again the stiffness in the hands.